शालिनी रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन हो गई है.
Okay, sir. Very cheerful good morning to all of you present over here. Myself, Dr. Shalini Saxena, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Bareilly College, Bareilly, welcomes you all. By the grace of God, we all have gathered here virtually in this pandemic situation to share our thoughts. I welcome you all at the invited lecture series 4th, organized by Department of Botany, Bareilly College, Bareilly, Botanical Association, in collaboration with Department of Botany, SS College Shahjahanpur, and SRBS. I welcome you all. On behalf of organizing committee and Department of Botany, Bareilly College, Bareilly, it's my privilege to welcome our today's speaker, Dr. Anjali Dutt, Assistant Professor, MMH College, Ghaziabad, UP. We are highly thankful to you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to welcome all other dignitaries, Dr. Somesh Yadav sir, Dr. Ashwini Goyal sir, Dr. Bhatnagar sir, and all other dignitaries, my faculty members, and dear students. In fact, students are the strong pillar of any academic event. And in this situation, when many of us are fighting against pandemic situation, coronavirus has changed our life. In such a scenario, hope can be a powerful tool, but we are very sure that we shall overcome. We shall overcome. और दो पंक्ति आप मैं कहना चाहूंगी, उसके बाद मैम का लेक्चर स्टार्ट करते हैं. पंछी ने जब जब किया पंखों पे विश्वास, पंछी ने जब जब किया पंखों पे विश्वास, दूर दूर तक हो गया उसका ही आकाश. With these lines, Dr. आलोक खरे सर ने जो किया है, I welcome you, sir. और इन्हीं वर्ड्स के साथ now I would like to invite Dr. Asha Rani, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Bareilly College, Bareilly, and co-organizer of this series, to introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Anjali Dutt. Over to you, ma'am. Asha, ma'am.
Thank you, Shalini. Good morning to all. Today we have Dr. Anjali Dutt with us. Dr. Anjali is currently working as a Senior Assistant Professor in the Department of Botany, MMH College, Ghaziabad, UP. She did her MSc degree under specialization in plant pathology with gold medal in year 1991 and awarded PhD degree with scholarship from Bhim Rao Ambedkar University in year 1996. 4 research scholars pursuing PhD under her guidance. She has a vast experience of 22 years in teaching and research. She has published 55 papers and 3 books. She is also very active as an author and life member of editorial board committee for Prakriti Manthan Research Journal, Meerut, UP. Also active life member of Wellness Magazine, New Delhi. For her contribution for Environmental Society, she has been awarded as Prakriti Pehri Award 2015-16, Meerut, UP. Environmental Protection Research Award 2017, Singapore. Outstanding Educationist Award 2019, Malaysia. Great Personality Award 2020 by Prakriti Foundation, Meerut, UP. It's my pleasure to invite you, Dr. Dutt. Welcome, ma'am. The stage is all yours. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Asha Rani, for your glorious word, and thank you to Dr. Shalini Saxena for your kind invitation for this session. It's really delightful for me to be a part of your magnificent lecture series. A very good morning to all respected dignitaries and great speakers and all respected faculty members of Botany Department, and my dear friends and dear students from different places. First of all, I must congratulate to lecture series director Dr. Alok Kumar Khare, organizing secretary Dr. Shalini Saxena, co-organizing secretary Dr. Asha Rani, convener Dr. Adarsh Pandey sir, co-conveners Dr. Naren Pal, Dr. Rajiv Yadav, Dr. Neeraj Pal Malik for this extreme lecture series 4. I believe this will surely going to boost up all of us through this virtual platform. Now we all are quite aware about the current scenario of pandemic due to COVID-19. We are facing such situation for the first time in our life. Whether we are going out for work or working from home, the COVID-19 pandemic has probably changed the way we work earlier. Fear, anxiety about this new disease COVID-19 and other strong emotions can be overwhelming, and workplace stresses can lead to burnout. Now we cope up, and how do we cope up with these emotions and stress which affect us and well-being of the people we care about, or our places and our communities? During this pandemic, it is really very difficult for us that how to recognize such that is what is stress and how it's look like, and how do we take a step to build our resilience and manage stress, and what should do when we know about this if some person is suffering from such type of symptoms, so whom we have to contact in these situations. And with this word, I would like to share my topic on this session: impact on mental and psychosocial health of our society during the post-COVID-19 era. The coronavirus disease, now so-called, very well aware about all this COVID-19, that is pandemic, may be a stressful for the people and their society, where each one of us facing fear, anxiety about this new disease. And what could happen to be over blaming and causes strong emotion in adults as well as in children, among the scholars and school going students from different ages group. Most of them are in difficult type of stress. Public health action such as social distancing can also make people feel isolated and lonely. This will increase stress and anxiety among them. However, these actions are necessary to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Coping with stress in a healthy way will also make us stronger and great warrior. Now, here I'm going to share a few causes during stress, what to take the steps. Many people nowadays become afraid and worried about their own health and health of their family members. Their financial situation and losses of job, loss of their loved one due to this COVID-19, and also support system services which they rely on. They are also lacking nowadays for them. Changes in their sleeping and eating pattern. Yes, now people are isolated. They are in for the last 5 to 6 months is going to be over. We all are locked down in this situation, and that time we do not have any schedule of the day, so sleeping and eating pattern all are disturbing nowadays for all of us. So it will also create making some irritations and also facing many difficulties to concentrate on our work. Some of them suffering with the chronic health problem, and that people are also getting afraid how to go to visit to their doctor for their treatment, because if they are going for their own treatment and they are coming with this COVID disease with them, this is also going another stress, giving another stress to them. Also having difficulties in their mental health conditions. Some of them also have increased taking using of this tobacco and alcoholic substance in their daily routine. What they think if they are having this type of alcoholic activities, so they all forget about all the worries around there. But this is the fake that we think कि ऐसा लेने से हम लोग ये सब चीज़ों को भूल जाएंगे. ऐसा नहीं है, बल्कि हम अपनी हेल्थ के साथ भी खेल ही कर रहे होते हैं. तो we have to be very careful that should avoid all this thing taking, and feeling irritations, anger, lacking motivations. These days now this coming up with all these things, feeling uncertainty, insecurity, nervousness, tired, overblame, or burnout, but sometimes feeling sad and depressed too. As we all know that we as a human are the social animal. We can't sit for one place for a long time, and now it's almost 5 months over. We all are in the lockdown situation, but most of us have to move out to carry their families' well-being, so for their work, so they are going out, but still most of us are at home due to this COVID disease. Now I'm going to share some facts which are going to reduce our stress during pandemic. This is also equally important that we have to follow some guidelines to stay away with the stress. We must know that the fact about COVID-19 era and stop the spread of rumors, which can also be helped to reduce stress and stigma. understanding the risks of ourselves and the people we care about, and help us and connected with each other to make an outbreak less stressful life during this pandemic. Concern about the risks of being exposed to the virus at work, taking care of personal and family needs while working, managing a different workload, learning new communication tools, and dealing with technical difficulties. Keep regular sleep schedules, practice some mindfulness exercise and techniques, try to do things you enjoy during your non-working hour. Yes, this is the time we can learn so many things at home. And now I have seen so many people are highly active on this internet and using all this thing, means on YouTube channel. There's a lot of things are coming up to make different types of cookery items. So people are loving that and doing at home because they can't even go out to have their food in restaurants and hotels like that, and they are also missing all this going out, so they enjoying with their family to have all these activities. So we have to keep in mind that everyone has an usual situation with limited resources. We should know the fact about COVID-19, be informed about how to protect ourselves and other. Each one of us has a crucial role in fighting this pandemic. Understanding the risks and sharing accurate information with the people you care about can reduce stress and help them to make connected with others. This is the time we have to be connected with all our friends through the social media, so we they feel less isolated due to having interaction over phone or like this platform. So now another topic, that how to take care of our mental health. See, this is a time, it's a hype where people are mentally stressed. Some of them having facing a problem while losing their job, financial conditions, and many of us has taken so many burden of loan for repaying, and they do not have any kind of this financial resources to pay off all these things. So they are still in this stress. As we all know that our mental health is an important part of our overall health and well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and act. It many may also affect how to handle our stress level related to others and take actions during an emergency. People with pre-existing mental health conditions or substance use disorders may be particularly vulnerable in an emergency. Mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and long-term mental disorders, these affect the person thinking, emotions, mood, or behavior in a way that influence their ability to relate to others and their body functions every day. These conditions may be situational, or you may call it short term, or in long lasting it's converted to chronic. Short term situation can be curable in a time, but for a long time chronic issues, doctor have to fight a lot to take care of the patients to overcome with these long lasting issues. People with pre-existing mental health conditions should continue with their treatment and be aware about new symptoms. If we notice any new symptoms in them which are more severe, should immediately contact their healthcare provider over phone or online, rather than to visit hospital. Your healthcare provider can easily handle your situation before it becomes worse. Skilled and trained counselor can help you to get rid of it with simple interactive sessions. Now, during this mental health issue, there is the one thought, it's suicidal thoughts. It's raising nowadays. People having less of patience to handle their situation, handle their condition, and in a positive way. So they are suffering with depression, and there are lot of anxieties in them. So it's again a serious public health issues that can have long lasting harmful effect on individual, families, and communities. It causes are complex and determined by multiple factors. The goal of suicide prevention is to reduce factors that increase risk and also increase the factor that promote resilience. In this, we can say they knowing how to cope in spite of setbacks, barriers or with limited resources or emotional health. Ideally, prevention addresses all level of influence, individual relationships, and their community interaction. Most of us are having some issues if they have heard by someone how to respond them for. So it's my suggestion, please forgive the people that did you wrong. They hurt you once, don't let them continue to hurt you. They can't stop your destiny until you allow them to. You are not forgiving them for their shake, you are forgiving for your own shake. So, effective prevention strategies are needed to promote awareness against suicides and encourage the commitment of social changes. Different life experiences affect the person's risk of suicidal thoughts. For example, suicide risks are now high during this pandemic. People who have experienced violence, including child abuse, bullying, or sexual violence, feeling of isolation, depression, anxieties, and other emotional or financial stresses are now to raise the risk of suicidal thought. People may be more likely to experience these feeling during these days. As I also need to tell all those in any type of mental stress, if you hurt by anyone or carrying his or her words in your minds, that are equally make you disturbed. For that, I'm sharing one quote with you. So, for your own happiness, forgive those who hurt you in the past, but more than this, forgive yourself for allowing them to hurt you. Everyone react differently in stress situation. How we are going to respond to stress during the post COVID-19 era can depend upon our background or social supports from friends and our families, our financial situations, our health and emotions, backgrounds, and the community where we live in, and many other factors. The change can happen because of COVID-19 pandemic and the way we try to prevent the spread of virus. Also, we can't change our future, but we can change our habit, and surely our habit will change our future too. These are the words from by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So I love to mention here that to learn to give the lesson to the people. That please forget about this thing. You have to be make focus for your forthcoming future in a positive way. People who are in stress are affected most in such crises. So we have to be take care of that. People who are at higher risk for severe illness from COVID-19, for example, old people and those person who are having any type of medical conditions. Frontline workers such as healthcare provider are the first responder because they are the person those who are directly under the contact with the person who having this type of COVID in hospital sectors or either the medical facilities these are the person those are directly in coming contact with such type of patients, so they have to be very careful while dealing with them. As we heard about news, many doctors have sacrificed with their life while taking care of all these patients during this COVID-19. So essential workers who are also in food industry, they are also be on a high risk because we never know the person who was handling with the medicines, in the vegetable sectors or in the cooking industry. There are multiple handling all these things, so they can by touching they can also be affected by this. People who have existing mental health conditions are also on this lineup. People who have lost their job during this time or who had faced many major changes in their employments. People who have disability or development delay, they can also be on high risk to affect with this COVID. Those who are socially isolated from others, including people who live alone due to depression, they can lose their immunity system, so by that they can also be on the risk to affect with this COVID. Many of them facing experience of homelessness Also, people who live in different types of group settings, they are also get easily affected by each one of them. They don't know from where the person are coming and living with them. And the socially active persons, those who have many contacts in their society. So, how to take care of ourselves and our society during COVID-19? Under this ad, I would like to share taking care of our family and friends can be a stress reliever, but should be balanced with taking care of ourselves. Helping others cope with their stress, such as by providing social support, can also be make our society stronger. During this time, I really had up to all teacher society. They are taking a very good step while dealing with this all issues with their students. Those are in stress, those are not able to work properly, so the teachers are giving time to time counseling to all their students to become over with this situation and to face any kind of situation in a positive way. So it's again salute to all teachers. Still they are working in this situation. During lockdown they are highly active on this virtual platform to interact with their students. And during the time of social distancing, now we generally call it physical distancing rather than social distancing. Social distancing is means you are connected over phone, so we can't say this is a social distancing. But due to this COVID, we are so blessed that still we are connected to each other. This platform, this social platform, so people can still maintain their social connection and taking good care of their mental health as well as their social health too. Phone calls or video calls can help them and their loved one, those feeling socially connected and less feel lonely or isolated. There are some quote healthy ways to cope up with the stress. How one can fight with their stress and how one can overcome with their stress. So for that, what to do if someone is sick and are concerned about COVID-19. And for that, we have to contact a trained health professionals before persons start themselves for any treatment issues with COVID-19. These are my suggestions to all. Please don't take medicine by your own if you have any kind of problem you are facing, any medical problem you are facing during this time. Please try to contact your doctor for the proper line of treatment so that you can't get affected with such kind of problems. Also know where and how to get treatment. This is the again important points, that if the person who was taking care of their society or their loved one, they should know the resources including counseling therapy in person or through online, which is the best doctor or counselor, those who can counseling online or through telehealth services to help the person. Also we have to taking good care of our emotional health. This is again a very important point we have to remind in our mind. This will also help you to think clearly and react to the urgent need of protect yourself and your family. Take a break from watching and reading or listening to the news, including those on social media. Hearing about the pandemic repeatedly can be upsetting. In many fake videos, they are posted many fake news on the social media too, where the people while keep on watching all these videos and news, they get affected and somehow they feel depressed for looking like this is happening with them. Is this happening with this क्या हमारे साथ भी ऐसा होगा? They also feel like that and they feel much depressed and tense while in stress. This all again going to disturb our mental and social health. So it's my request to all people, all the students, please stay away from this fake information on news, which is going to disturb your health as well as your mental health. Take good care of your body too. There is a saying that healthy body carries healthy brain. So do your exercise, meditation. Try to eat healthy and well balanced diet, and also get the plenty of sleep as well as water to drink to release toxin from your body. It's equally important to have all these things on time also. Also avoid taking alcohol, any other drugs in excessive, which is definitely going to disturb your body and health. Try to do some other interesting activity which keep you engaged in a healthy way with your enjoyment. And many of us having a problem earlier, before this COVID, that they do not have any time to their own personal hobbies to carry on. Now they feel themselves to be in a positive way to think about, okay, this is the time we have, we can enjoy, we can have our maximum time to utilize in all these things which we were earlier missing. So this is equally important for our mental health, that we can feel or keep ourselves happy and healthy in that way. Also talk with the people you have trust about your concern, and those who can able to understand your feeling rather than making joke on it. So please find out the people, those who have trust on you or you have trust on them. You can share your topics with them and connect with your society or faith-based organization where physical distancing measures are in place, but for socially connected with your dear one over a phone, mails, and other social media. I also quote one words here from Dr. APJ Kalam, that umbrella can't stop the rain. That umbrella can't stop the rain but can make us stand in rain. Confidence may not bring success but give power to face any kind of challenges in your life. So be positive in your approach. Rest, God will handle. Never lose hope in an Almighty. अगर प्रॉब्लम दी है उन्होंने तो सॉल्यूशन भी वो देंगे. So we have to be keep our vision positive in that way. And how to help others and help from recovering from COVID. This is the also one important things we have to be kept in mind. Those who are coming from the hospital, हमको उनको ऐसा नहीं समझना चाहिए कि नहीं इनसे दूर रहना, डिस्टेंस बना के रखना है. इट्स ओके, वो भी एक मेंटल सिचुएशन से गुजरे हैं, इतने स्ट्रेस में रहे हैं, तो हमको भी उन्हें समझना चाहिए, उनको टाइम देना चाहिए. कहते हैं ना कि प्रॉब्लम को समझने के लिए हमें भी उतना ही उस हद तक सोचना पड़ेगा कि जिस सिचुएशन में वो बंदा या कोई भी शख्स गुजरा है उसको दोबारा से की प्रॉब्लम को फेस ना करना पड़े. इट कैन बी स्ट्रेसफुल टू बी सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम अदर्स. Yeah, equally. If we are in a family, all of a sudden अगर किसी को ये पता लगता है कि उसको इस तरह की कुछ प्रॉब्लम है कोविड से रिलेटेड और उसको आइसोलेट कर दिया जाता है समटाइम क्वारंटाइन के लिए, इट्स अ बिग स्ट्रेस टू ऑल देयर फैमिली एंड डियर वंस. पता नहीं उसको दोबारा देखेंगे या नहीं, देख पाएंगे या नहीं, पता नहीं वो वहाँ से ठीक होकर आ पाएगा नहीं. दिस ऑल थिंग्स अगेन डिप्रेस ऑल द फैमिली मेंबर्स. So if you have overexposed to COVID-19, each person ending a period of home isolation may feel or react differently about it. Some of them have mixed emotions, including feeling of relief, thank God we are safe, thank God मैं ठीक हो गया, worried about their own health and also health of their loved one, कि अगर मुझे अफेक्ट हुआ हो तो मुझसे जुड़े हुए मेरे फैमिली मेम्बर से बचे रहे, उन्हें इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम ना हो. एक और स्ट्रेस रहता है फ्रॉम द एक्सपीरियंस हैविंग कोविड. उनको लगता है कि मैं तो ठीक हो गया लेकिन मेरे से जुड़े जो फैमिली के मेंबर्स हैं वो इससे अफेक्ट ना हो जाए, तो दे हैव अनदर काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेस. स्टिल दे डोंट नो कि दे आर टोटली रिकवर्ड विद द डिजीज और नॉट. गिल्ट about not being able to perform normal work or parenting duties while suffering from COVID. Yes, parents, those who are suffering with this kind of COVID disease, they are very helpless to take care of, look after their families and take care of their needs. So it's again depressing them. So concern because your friends or family members have fear of getting the disease from us, even though we are cleared, be around others, worrying about getting reinfected, sick again. Other emotional or mental health changes due to such stresses can affect the person's life. Now I'm going to conclude with my these words that we have to keep our way of vision positive, have faith in Almighty, maintain all safety measures to keep protected us and maintain all hygiene in our surrounding. Also, we have to share our thoughts related to pandemic with with our trusted friends, for their suggestion and moral support. Visit to doctor without wasting of time for proper line of treatment if required. This will surely help us in facing such situation during post COVID-19 era. Time is like a river. We all know that we can't touch the same water twice because the flow that passed will never pass again. So, my dear students and friends, word is awaiting for you. Enjoy the every moment of your life with full of positivity. God bless you and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your such a nice lecture on this pandemic situation.